What is up, guys? Sean Jason here. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Scoop. There's so much to talk about today, so let's jump right in. Wait, something doesn't feel right. That's it. That's what I was missing. Okay, let's do it. So, Mr. President has been out of the country. He's still out of the country, in case you're wondering. He's not back just yet. But this past week, the media wasn't dwelling on it. People weren't dwelling on it on the internet. Why? Because of flooding. A severe flooding in Lagos, and that basically took over the news this past week. Hashtag Lagos floods, hashtag Lekki floods. And that started something called mainland versus island wars. Now the whole idea is that if you have all these rich people living on the island, Lekki, Victoria Island, Banana Island, on all those places, how come they are suffering so badly from the flood when all the money is there? How come they've not taken money out of their pocket to fix the drainage and canal system? The Oni of Ife got robbed. Not only the Oni of Ife, the Oni of Ife and 4 governors got robbed at a wedding. Now it's a glamorous wedding. The political elite, 2 political elite, had their children getting married over the weekend, and yeah, it's always nice, you know, all the big shots, all the political bigwigs come there, assemble. But they were not there by themselves. Some robbers, robbers with God, went there and stole the phones of the Oni of Ife and 4 other governors. Now the question to ask now is this: how would, the security men of all these bigwigs be there at such a high profile event and then phones will still be stolen? Someone took to Instagram, somebody who was at the wedding took to Instagram to share that, wow, even someone at her table lost her phone. It appeared there are probably more armed robbers at the wedding than well-wishers. Speaking about robbers, somebody who transitioned from being a robber to becoming a kidnapper, billionaire kidnapper Evans, made news again this week. Now I've not dwelt on him for some time because in the news we've been getting a lot of unverified information concerning him, so I didn't want to dwell on him and give you guys wrong information. But this past week, news that appeared almost false resurfaced and almost caused some commotion on the internet. A popular paper released something on their front page called Evans Vanishes, and it went viral. The image went viral on social media, and the message is this: they were trying to say that, so for some time now nobody has heard from Evans, the billionaire kidnapper, who at one point was giving out so much information to the media that was wrong, what's happening. And a lot of people misinterpreted that, thinking, the guy has escaped. Like a lot of politicians, when they get stuck in a mess, how they just escape to the UK or to whatever country on medical leave or whatever reason, they just escape. So a lot of people thought Evans had escaped, but when we investigated the story, it turns out he has actually been moved away from Lagos all the way to Abuja. He has been moved to a secret location in Abuja by the police. He's still in police custody, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about. It's just that now we know that he's no longer in Lagos, and perhaps one of the reasons the police did that is because, he has always operated in Lagos and he has a huge base here in Lagos. So moving him to Abuja will probably make it less likely that his boys or his guys would try to break him out of the police station or police cell or jail or whatever he's at. Now let's talk some politics. Something that's been trending recently, that's been really trending and gaining ground in media recently, is the talk on restructuring Nigeria. I would like to know what you guys think about the restructuring talk that's going on in Nigeria right now. Write it down in the comments below. Some really prominent people, politicians from IBB to Wale Soyinka to El Rufai, big shots have been talking about this issue. Now, El Rufai said that his position on it remains the same and that he feels that those people who are calling for restructuring are actually political opportunists. He doesn't entirely support the idea, but some people blamed him and said it's because he has ambitions and he would like to become the president, and that's why he doesn't want to take that route. Wale Soyinka spoke about restructuring and he said his own opinion: power has to be taken away from the federal government and allocated to the states, and we have to look for a new way to give the states more power and give the federal government less power. Ruben Abati and Atiku believe that restructuring Nigeria will actually save the country, but somebody who doesn't give a damn about restructuring is Nnamdi Kanu. That guy is not even listening to restructuring and all that. He spoke to some people in his father's compound a few days ago, and I was telling them how, because of the pressure he has put on Nigeria as an individual and because of the agitation for Biafra, Nigerians are now thinking that they can make the Igbos stay back and then not give them Biafra by tempting them with restructuring. That's the plan, but they will remain steadfast and not give up until Nigeria gets to a point where we now say, let these people just go, let them just have their way, let them go with their Biafra wahala. Acting President Oshibajo spoke on the topic. He said, look, the government will do something about it soon. Still talking about the acting president, who to a lot of people has actually been doing a great job since Mr. President went out of the country. This past week he told the Senate also that they should forget about getting Magu out of the position as the chairman of the EFCC. Of course, the Senate has been clamoring that, look, we're not going to confirm this guy is not going to fly, Magu won't work for the EFCC. And the big question is why? They won't give any concrete answer. Dino Milan spoke about it and said, Magu, his mates are DPOs, so how can he want to become the EFCC boss? Who is he to, just want to grow all the way and just get to that top position just like that? Now, it appears that the greatest stumbling block to a corruption-free Nigeria now happens to be the Senate itself, the National Assembly that the people have put there, which which is very, very contradictory to their purpose and mission as senator. The vice president remains defiant. He has said, look, Mago is going to keep working, and Mago has what it takes to get all the bad guys and make Nigeria corruption free. The vice president called Mago a nightmare to corrupt people. Mago also spoke out and said, you know what we're going to do for corrupt people in Nigeria? We're going to build them a prison in Zambesa Forest. Nice guy. We hope he keeps getting the job done and keeps nabbing all these corrupt people who are stealing billions, trillions, millions and taking them out of the country to buy exotic properties all over the world. Still speaking about the Senate, some time ago, Davido's uncle, who was the senator for Osun West, lost his life. Of course, he died, and then there had to be a by-election to replace him. Now, somebody who was fielded to replace him is his brother. Yes, Ademola Adeleke. And this past week, the elections happened, and he won. The guy actually won. So it's like a family thing, you know. The guy died, his junior brother replaced him, and he finally won. Now, the idea is that nobody expected that really, because most people expected APC to win, but his brother ran under the PDP ticket, and he eventually went on winning. Some people have attributed the success to sentiment, of course, because his brother was there before and died under suspicious and mysterious circumstances. A lot of people feel like it's a big slap on the face of the governor of Osun State, Ralph Aregbesola. So basically, yeah, that district is still in the Adeleke family, and those guys are not releasing, they're not letting go of power anytime soon, at least. Still talking about the Adeleke family, somebody who's from the Adeleke family, of course, is Davido. And this past week, Davido, Wizkid, and Techno have been having this very interesting dialogue on the internet. They've been throwing jabs at each other, and basically it started with Davido and Wizkid first, throwing jabs at each other. Wizkid calling Davido the guy with frog voice, and then both of them going back and forth, talking about who's had more success internationally. Anyways, Techno decided to choke his head in the matter for reasons unknown to me. Just went to put his head there. Wizkid wasn't going to have any of that, and Wizkid released a tweet back at him. Of course, a lot of it is indirect, but he released a tweet back at him calling him duck face. So Wizkid has called Davido frog voice, has called Techno duck face, and it was something to be talked about over the internet this past week. It was fun, a lot of people talked about it, but a lot of other artists feel like, look, these people are just using this beef, quote and unquote, to just raise a buzz. They're just basically using it to gain a lot of attention to themselves as artists. Biafra talk. Nnamdi Kanu, like I said earlier, had a meeting some time ago at his father's compound. He was addressing pro-Biafra agitators and, you know, people, Igbo people, basically, generally Igbo people. And during his address, he said something that is very, very touchy. Very, very touchy. He said, look, if anything happens to him, he has given instruction to members of IPOB, and that if anything should happen to him, maybe he loses his life or something, or the Nigerian state kills him, or something happens to him, that his guys need to go after Obasanjo and all his relatives and family members all over the world. He also went on to say that when he eventually gets Biafra and you want to join, you have to be a Judeo-Christian to join. That's the only chance you have. So for those of you out there who are interested in joining Biafra, who are feeling all excited that Biafra is going to become a reality very soon, if you're non-Igbo and you like to join, the only other option for you is to become a Judeo-Christian. I don't know what that is about, but yeah, go ahead, find out about it. If you're interested, sign up. This same Nnamdi Kanu, some years back, was seen in a video. In fact, I got a video of him actually campaigning against those who were trying to tear Nigeria apart. I think that was from as far back as 2012 or so. Yeah, he was campaigning somewhere in the UK against those people who were trying to tear Nigeria apart. So the question is, if this guy was campaigning against tearing Nigeria apart some years ago, what happened to his mentality? What changed inside of him that has now made him, you know, the one individual who's the greatest threat to the unity of Nigeria? What changed? That's the big question. Nnamdi Kanu was very violent in his statement. Yes, I think it's safe to consider that violent. Now, talking about violence, a part of Lagos that has been seeing a lot of violence lately is the Ikorodu area with the Bado cry. And of course, the people there are completely unsatisfied. So what happened? They decided to take things into their own hands and decided to investigate, be judge and jury on whoever they suspected was a Bado member, and that eventually led to the killing of about 3 individuals who, well, right now are now considered to be innocent. So according to the family members of those people, they're actually innocent and they are not Bado members. So it does appear as if the frustration and all the suffering the people of Ikorodu have experienced from the hands of the Bado cult has led to jungle justice, which has then led to the killing of innocent individuals. According to policemen, they suspect that a lot of the motive behind the killings of the Bado cult is ritual based, but we don't know for sure. The governor of Lagos State has said he'll try everything in his powers and make moves to make sure he flushes out those people. Of course, they've started making moves already to catch the guys from the Bado cult. Somebody else who spoke this week is the Sultan of Sokoto, and in his address, he said that he feels Nigerian girls need to get off Facebook and Instagram. He says Nigerian girls are spending too much time on social media, and Nigerian girls are the nerve center of our moral values as a society. And if anything happens means to all you girls out there, it means society is a huge danger. Don't spend all your time on to go and Twitter and wait, to go still, does to go still? I don't. Thank you very much for watching up until this point. My name is Sean Adetunji. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. Like us on Facebook. And yeah, for the girls, if you plan to get off Twitter and Instagram, please follow us before you do that. Okay? There's nothing bad in following us on Twitter and Instagram before you decide to get off there. So I come again next time. Goodbye.
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeline Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come. Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adelino Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.